All right, so finishing up T here. So for coordinate T. All right, so T starts at 2, -1. All right, so again, we are going to multiply by the scale factor of 2 to get T prime. All right, so multiply by 2. Okay, so we multiply by 2, that becomes 4. Multiply by 2, that becomes -2. So 4, -2. All right, that is going to be our coordinates. Now, this is where we have k equals 2. All right, so we know from our information at the top that it's a whole number. All right, so this is going to be an enlargement, so the figure is going to get bigger. So just to check ourselves on a graph, I'm going to plot these coordinates. So all right, so I just plotted the coordinates, and the light blue figure is the image. Okay, so if you look at that triangle R prime, S prime, T prime, it did get bigger like we talked about because our scale factor was 2, which is greater than 1. It's a whole number. So we're all good there. So again, guys, when you're working through the practice problems, all you need to put in the coordinates is the coordinates. But again, it would be good on the first couple at least to check your graphs on Desmos. Now, I want you to do numbers 2 and 3 on your own, but look at number 4 first, because number 4 is a little bit different, okay? So before you do number 3, look at this one, look at number 4, so make sure you're on the right track. So our scale factor is 1/4. So this is a little bit different. Now, 1/4, like we talked about, means that our k is a fraction, so it is going to be a reduction. So I have the original figure plotted on the graph, triangle WXY. Now we're going to take that first coordinate W. Okay, so W is at -4, 8. Now this is what I'm going to tell you. You can multiply by 1/4, okay? But remember, if we are multiplying by 1/4, okay, it is the same thing as dividing by 4, which is our denominator. So your problem in number 3 is k equals 1/2. So you can multiply by 1/2 or you can divide by 2. It's the same thing. So for this, it's going to look a little bit different, okay, because I'm going to put the division symbol there. But again, that's how we're getting that answer, okay? We're dividing by 4. So I'm going to take W, and to go to the coordinate for W prime, I'm going to divide by 4. So -4 divided by 4, that's going to give me -1. Okay. Same thing on the other side, divide by 4. All right. So 8 divided by 4 is going to give me 2. So the coordinate for W prime is -1, 2. All right. So if we move on to our next coordinate here, and that will be X. So X is at 10, 0. So we are going to divide by 4 to find the coordinate for X prime. And when we do that, that's going to give us 2.5, okay? And guys, just be careful on Math Excel. If it tells you to leave it as a fraction, leave it as a fraction. If it tells you to round to the nearest tenth, round to the nearest tenth. If it says just leave it as a decimal, leave it as a decimal. It's going to be a terminating decimal, okay? Just like this one, 2.5. 0 divided by 4, obviously 0 multiplied divided by any number is still going to be 0. So our coordinate for X prime is 2.50. And then our last one is going to be Y. And so for Y, we're at -2, -8. So we are going to divide by 4 for Y prime. -2 divided by 4 is going to give us a -0.5. And -8 divided by 4 is going to give us a -2. All right, so -0.5 and -2. So I'm going to graph these coordinates and show you what it looks like in the next video, guys.